Hello everyone, Alzion the Great here, and welcome to Maverick Stadium for Utah State's first home game here in the first season of the Utah State Dynasty. Today we'll be playing up against the UL-Monroe Warhawks. UL-Monroe is 1-0 coming off an overtime victory against Tulane, while Utah State is trying to recover after their big loss at Air Force last week. We'll have to see if Utah State can bounce back. This is obviously, Air Force was not an easy opponent to face for any school, I'd like to feel, as the Warhawks come into town, try and spoil the opening debut. As ULM won the toss, they chose to receive as Katzenli boots us away, and it will be Boogie Knight from inside the 5. Yes, his name is Boogie, wearing my number 17. As he gets a really good return out to the 35, and it'll be 1st and 10 UL-Monroe. Chandler Rogers leads out the 1-0 Warhawks as they take the field. Hunter Reynolds bring in motion Rasmussen, who gets decked on the first play, a 4-yard loss. Dominic Tatum starting this game off with an emphatic statement. I bet you run defense was something the coaching staff of Utah State definitely wanted to improve after last week, even though it was against the Service Academy. Rogers' first pass is sailed out of bounds, as his receiver might have had a step on Hunter Reynolds, but I doubt it. It'll be 3rd and 14 now for the Warhawks. Rogers takes the snap from 5 wide, as the pass will be dropped by his receiver, and that is a 3 and out for UL-Monroe, as they will punt on their first possession. Willingham backing off a little bit as Andre Grayson back to get the return from the 30 as he tries to make a move but doesn't get any blocking and only gets 3 yards. Logan Bonner leads out the hurry-up offense of the Aggies as Calvin Tyler Jr. in the backfield with him. As first play going to motion Sturzer to the opposite side, as Bonner will hand off to Calvin Tyler as he only gets one stuffed in the middle there. As they hurry up once again, they keep Sturzer on that side as Bonner fakes it, and now he has a block from Sturzer downfield as he crosses the 50 with a 16-yard run. As Utah State looks to get the run game going, they could not do that last week against Air Force as they hand off Calvin Tyler again, just kind of jogging through the hole there. Only gets 8, as that's interesting. But 2nd and 2. 4th run in a row as Calvin Tyler barrels through a Warhawk to get 4. As this running attack from Utah State has fared pretty well so far in the 2 games besides most of the game last week. As once again, 5th handoff, well, 5th run play as Calvin Tyler gets 6 again. They hurry up, change the formation slightly. Swanner calling out assignments here on 3rd and 4, the first 3rd down. As Bonner makes an adjustment and Tyler Jr. is going to head out to the right as Bonner takes a snap, and it is a pass, and he throws it behind his receiver. Incomplete. Utah State's going to have to settle for a field goal attempt. Wind is not in their favor as this kick is up and just short, as it will be a miss, and UL-Monroe will take over from the 31. As Rogers fakes the handoff and keeps it, and all of the receivers blocking really well, breaks a tackle and gets crushed out of bounds for a 12-yard run. As Rogers gives Utah State a little bit of their own read option, as it'll be 1st and 10. As Rogers looks like a draw play of some kind as he sprints out, and he will get the first down actually, as he gets 13. So once again, quarterback running, taking over the game as it so often does in college football. As motion with the tight end, safety Hall moving with him, as it'll be a handoff to Jackson, who shoves away Hunter Reynolds, but Malik Jackson only gets 2 yards, making it 2nd down. So once again, Hunter Reynolds playing close to the line, did that a lot against Air Force, so it'll be a handoff to Jackson right up the middle, and he'll get 11 yards and a 1st down. As UL-Monroe driving pretty effectively with the run here. Now on 2nd and 10, they bring Boogie Knight in motion. They hand it off to him as he does not get a block from Malik Jackson. There's a flag as Knight looks to be injured, and it will be holding on the Warhawks. So that gain will not matter. Victor Cutler gets caught there as the 2nd and 18. Rogers takes the snap, throws it short to Luke, who catches it for a 4-yard reception, getting them a little bit closer. And now 3rd and 14. As Knight had his wind knocked out, he will return soon. Spy in effect gets it out to Fret, who goes through 3 Aggies to get the first down at 15 yards. Big play from their top receiver, Jevin Fret, as Hunter Reynolds around the line again. This will be a handoff to Jackson, and he gets taken down. Good run defense on that play, and that's Dominic Tatum once again, as the safeties definitely playing down so far to start this game. 2nd and 15. Rogers fakes the handoff to Jackson, has a man open. It's Quinlan as he makes a couple moves, gets inside the 10, breaks a tackle, and Nolan Quinlan gets 23 yards, making it 1st and goal, UL-Monroe. As Rogers hands off inside to Jackson, but he is taken down after 1 yard. Good pursuit there by MJ Tafisi. As it'll be 2nd and goal now. Still with 3 wide receivers and a tight end. It's an option. Rogers pitches out to Jackson, who meets Hunter Reynolds as he goes down a 2-yard loss. And that's going to make it 3rd and goal as Hunter Reynolds makes his impact felt in this game. So once again, 3rd and goal now. Pistol from UL-Monroe. Rogers hands off. Henry won't get there. Hunter Reynolds again. 1-yard rush as he is hyped. And that will be a field goal attempt despite being inside the 5. Saw plenty of this from Temple and Virginia Tech. If you haven't watched that game, please do, as the kick is up and good. Utah State down 3 in their first home game to start the season. But Logan Bonner leads the team back out with Calvin Tyler Jr. as it'll be a handoff to him. Looking a little bit slow for some reason, but it doesn't matter as long as he gets there. He gets 8. As once again, another handoff gets through the line that time for 4 yards. Running game having a pretty good start today for UL-Monroe, or UL, well, both teams actually. As it'll be another handoff to Tyler Jr. with some receiver motion. He gets 6, definitely being the workhorse today. As now 2nd and 4. They bring Van Leeuwen in motion again. And this time they hand it off to Tyler Jr. He'll take a triple option, but he loses 1. Because that's the last play of the first quarter. Even though Utah State tried to get into position there. But yeah, down 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now faced with a 3rd and 5. As Bonner, Tyler Jr. come out, there's also McGriff, Williams, Cobbs. Sturzer's the tight end to the left. As Bonner takes the snap, he'll throw it out to Sturzer, who drops the ball. Catching has not been one of the Utah State receivers' real big things this year so far, it seems. That's why we're relying on the run game a ton. Speaking of running, Rogers pulls it back, shoves away a defender, and he gets slung down after 8. As even though they've ran 11 times, and it's been generally effective. Utah State still going down. It's an option to Jackson, and no one's there to guard the edge. He'll get the first down and get 7 more as he gets 9 on that play. Now 2nd and 9 on the first drive of the second quarter for UL-Monroe. Hand off to Jackson once more, and he gets stuffed per se. He gets 3 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 6. 1 for 3 in the first quarter. As Tatum cheating towards the line a little bit as he is brought on the blitz. Rogers under pressure, throws, caught! It's Boogie Knight. What a play by Chandler Rogers. 21-yard reception for Boogie Knight. Watch this, just gets off of his spot but still delivers a perfect pass while getting absolutely drilled by 3 Aggies. No roughing the passer called either. As it'll be 1st and 10. Now in Utah State territory, Rogers hands off to Jackson. He goes up the middle. Hunter Reynolds prevents it from potentially being a touchdown. As UL-Monroe taking control of this game right now with their running game. It's a misdirection play as Jackson makes a guy miss in the backfield and gets 4. As now it'll be 2nd and 6, and Utah State calls a timeout. Looked like they weren't in the right defensive formation that they wanted on that play. So 2nd and 6. Now with Utah State -1 timeout. Hand off to Jackson. Hunter Reynolds comes off the edge and gets the tackle. A 3-yard loss, as the safety's doing well in run defense so far, but 3rd and 8, kind of obvious passing situation. They motion the tight end left to right as Rogers throws. It's dropped by Rasmussen, as it'll be 4th and 8. They're going to attempt a long field goal now. Utah State does have a returner back there, as hold by Hable kick is up and good. UL-Monroe's kicker drives it through, and that means Utah State down 6-0, but nothing that a touchdown can't fix. Bonner makes an adjustment, as the line is very crowded. It is a blitz, but it's a screen call. They get it out to Tyler Jr., who has blockers. He gets the safety blocked, and he's sprung across the field, across the 40, into UL-Monroe territory. A 40-yard reception. The best screen I've ever audibled to, and I didn't even mean to. As now, trips far right, as it'll be a handoff to Tyler Jr., as he has been the guy today, as he gets 12 yards on that play, as there has been no swapping in Gentry, as now all 3 receivers running across the field after the hurry up to get to the opposite side. 1st and 10, Williams, as Levi Williams is in the game. I didn't even notice until just now, as he gets 7 yards there. Excuse me. As we'll see if this is a sub, or maybe if Bonner is just hurt or something, as Williams pulls it back again. Slides down kind of awkwardly inside the 10, surrounded by people there, as it'll be a handoff to Gentry. This kind of confirms that it's just a substitution, as he gets a few yards there. Now 2nd and goal, audible, as Williams and Gentry get the play call. Now Gentry's going to go over to the other side, as Williams fakes the handoff to Gentry, goes right up the middle, and he gets the touchdown. Levi Williams comes in the game, gets a touchdown for Utah State that will put them up by 1, pending PAT, and he's talking some smack out there to the Warhawks. It looks like he's very hyped to be in this game right now. As now 1st and 10, UL-Monroe down by 1. Handoff, Jackson, he will be taken down, as he does not get anything on that play. Now 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Rogers on an option, he's going to get taken down. Hunter Reynolds, too good on that play, just great positioning, no pitch option available. And Reynolds still talking, as Utah State seems to be a very talkative team during the game, as it'll be 3rd and 14. Rogers looks like a screen to the inside, but it was covered up. He fumbles as it's picked up by Wilkins after he got hit. It'll be a loss of 4 yards overall, but Utah State's defense showing up here towards the middle of the end of the 2nd quarter, I should say, as this will be another punt for UL-Monroe. Grayson has a chance to give Utah State good field position, as he actually does get some blocks this time and spins ahead to the 45. A 10-yard return, I know, but it's better than most punt returns, as Levi Williams is still in the game with Calvin Tyler, as he fakes the handoff and gets 15 yards. Starting to wonder if Bonner's okay. Usually he's not out for any such a time, especially after what happened in week 1. As Williams fakes the handoff again, trying to work his way as he gets 9 yards, takes the contact. As Levi has been a capable player in his appearances, but he's mainly been used to run, which Utah State is doing a very fine job of doing so far. Tyler Jr. gets 7 on this play. As we got to see Williams' arm, can he pass? He's the sophomore, obviously, the younger of the two, so he's got most time to develop. As he pulls back to pass, but runs it up the middle anyway for a 7-yard rush. So you can see what he likes to do when he has the ball in his hands. Williams pulls it up to Tyler, hands it up to Tyler, excuse me, as he gets inside the 5 and holds on to the ball through the tough tackle. As Utah State trying to score, they got 24 seconds, and they did call a timeout on that play. So 1st and goal. It's still Levi Williams. It brings Xavier Williams in motion, as it'll be a handoff to him on the triple option, and it's a 2-yard run for the wide receiver, as Utah State scores another touchdown just before halftime, as they will lead 14-6. And we do have an update on Logan Bonner. It is a mild concussion. He is not going to return to this game. As Utah State gets the ball to start the second half, it'll be Levi Williams from here on out. Fakes the handoff, gets a block, and his receivers are doing some excellent blocking, makes a move, and Levi Williams is sprinting across the 50. He's got at least 5 Warhawks trying to take him down as he gets a 37-yard rush, and of course, the hurry-up still in effect. As Williams fakes the handoff, breaks a tackle, can't get another block, but he's still fighting for the first down, and he's got it. Williams gets 10, and he is exhausted after that play, but scheme demands hurry up, so it's still hurrying up. They hand off to Gentry, his best run on the season probably, as he gets a 7-yard run there. As Williams still going quickly. Once again, another handoff. Gentry, he will not get the first down there. As we hurry up again, I formation. It'll be a sneak. Williams got it and fell down. He needs a rest, and he's going to get it here as the personnel is swapped out. As now Calvin Tyler is in the game. It brings Xavier Williams in motion again. Triple option. It's a handoff. Tyler Williams, actually no triple option there, just a straight handoff as he gets 6 yards. And now makes a 2nd and 4. Single high safety, as you can see, UL-Monroe committing to the run, but it's not working. Tyler Jr. almost gets the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches. As once again, I formation. This time Williams falls forward for 2 yards as he's now over 100 on the day. So it'll be 1st and goal for Utah State. Tyler Jr. motions out to the left, to the right, as it's a draw, but Williams could not get through the line quick enough. He loses 3 yards. That play didn't work. No hurry up after that. Actually, they did, excuse me. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams calling out what he wants. It's a fake, and he throws on target to Cobbs inside the 5 for 6 yards, but no touchdown. As hurry up in effect once again. UL-Monroe stuffing the line, trying to prevent the run. It's a fake to Williams, and he slips by a defender. Touchdown, Levi Williams, his 2nd on the day. As Utah State will take a 21-6 lead, as Levi is having himself a day on the ground, which is what he is meant to do. Logan Bonner, obviously, when he's out with a concussion, he is the guy who has the arm talent as of right now. As Fret comes in motion, but it's all a diversion for Jackson. As Reynolds misses on the dive, and Jackson is sprung free inside the 30, inside the 20. Now he's got one man to beat. It's Tatum, and he can't beat him. He's down to the 1. UL-Monroe had their backs on the wall, and Jackson just completely broke them out of there. As the motion with Fret just left nobody on that side, and with Hunter Reynolds missing, it was literally one other person who could stop him. As now 1st and goal, Rogers hands off to Jackson. He finishes it off with a touchdown run. UL-Monroe would not go for 2. They kicked the PAT. As now they're back in this game immediately. So no rest for Williams as he fakes the handoff and keeps it going. He has more room. Now he's going to get near the 50 there, as that's over 200 rush yards for Utah State on the day. And Williams, as he gets his receivers into position, is just having a good day on the ground. As Tyler Jr. is also having a good day on the ground. As he gets 7 there. They'll make it 3rd and 6. Still in hurry up is Utah State. Could be a run, could be a pass. They're going to hand it off. And Tyler Jr. does not get there. He only gets 2. But Utah State hurries up. Will they snap this ball? They do make a change. Receivers go out in the splits. This will be 4th and 4. Williams fakes the handoff, and he will not get there. He tried, but failed. He only got 1 yard. As UL-Monroe now, with all the momentum, stops Utah State just inside the 50. As now Chandler Rogers has a chance. He's going to pass on this play, but he's going to get sacked for a 3-yard loss. It's Byron Vaughns who has his 2nd on the day. Not sure we got the first one in there, which might be my fault. But 3rd and 11 as Rogers takes the snap. Byron Vaughns hits him again! 7-yard loss, as that's his 3rd sack. Byron Vaughns, have a day. As this day is not over yet. We have got a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Utah State trying to protect an 8-point lead. Williams fakes it again. I think if he went to the outside there, he would have had more room, but he gets 5 yards regardless. As once again, receivers comedically running across the formation. As Williams and Tyler Jr. still in the backfield. They've been used a lot today, but they seem to have the stamina of professional players as he cuts inside and gets 7 yards there for the first down. As we head into the fourth quarter, up by 8. But can we hold this? The way the running game is playing, absolutely, but we got to see if they can maintain it for one more quarter. Williams pulls it back again, tries to make a move, and gets jacked up as he gets 9 yards and a first down, but he pops right back up, throws the ball down, say let's go again. As now Utah State taking it slow. They want to try and burn this clock as much as they can. As Tyler Jr. takes the handoff, does not get the first down. He gets the 10, but it'll be second in inches, which means the clock is still running. He's approaching 100 yards on the day. Power versus power on second down as Tyler Jr. goes straight into the pile and gets the first down for a 4-yard gain. Clock's still running for Utah State. He's at 99 with his 20th rush on the day. As Williams is going to pull it back, and he'll slide down on 2nd and 5 to get the first down there. As Utah State just taking it slow as they now go for their 5th red zone attempt, 75% on the day on the other 4. As a sweep to Tyler Jr. does not work. It is a 1-yard loss, and that makes it 3rd and 8. Even though you want to run the clock, you might consider passing in this situation. They do not. It'll be a handoff to Tyler Jr., who will center the ball. He will not gain any yards. This will take it under 4 minutes, and Utah State adds a field goal. UL-Monroe down by 11. They have to get a touchdown here, preferably a quick one, as it's a blitz, but it's a screen, but not blocked well, as Malik Jackson won't gain anything, and that'll make it 3rd down on this drive. They are 2 for 7 on the day currently. As we'll see, they do once again motioning tight end left to right. As Rasmussen now goes back to the left, and Jalen Rogers goes across the middle, but it's knocked down by Hunter Reynolds, as it'll be 4th and 10. I think everyone's going to be active for a fake punt here. We'll see if UL-Monroe does. They do not, as Grayson will fair catch this ball at the 35-yard line, which means Utah State has 2 minutes and 36 seconds to try and end this game. UL-Monroe does have all 3 timeouts, though. Handoff, Tyler Jr. does go up the middle for 5. Clock still running, as it'll be 3rd down. UL-Monroe has used one of their timeouts. There's a minute 54 left. Williams hands it inside, makes a cut, and gets a block as he is sprinting down the field, trying to get to the end zone, trying to avoid the hurdle, and he's taken down by the face mask. As that could do it, as that will put Utah State inside the 10, as it'll be 1st and goal. What a run by Williams, as he has over 20 attempts on the day. Makakona is in at running back, as he gets 1 yard there. As now Tyler Jr. and Gentry in on 2nd and goal. It'll be a fake to Tyler Jr., but Williams just holds on to the ball. I think he lost a yard there, so that's his 22nd rush as a quarterback. As now 3rd and goal, Makakona in at running back. As Williams takes the snap under a little bit of pressure, throws it short to Van Leeuwen, who barrels over a Warhawk for the touchdown, a 5-yard touchdown reception. As Levi Williams' 2nd pass on the day is for a touchdown. And that would be the game. Utah State rebounds from the loss at Air Force, taking down UL-Monroe. Levi Williams had one hell of a day on the ground as Bonner went out with a concussion. And that kind of changed, what we were doing. I mean, obviously we were running the ball really effectively, but I kind of just kept doing it because they weren't stopping it. And ended up working out pretty well. 3 catches all day. So maybe we'll get the receivers involved more next time. Also, Byron Vaughn's had another sack that was not recorded, or that was not shown to you as it would be. But overall, just punishing run game, punishing defense for the most part. Sure, Jackson got $118 and a touchdown, but in the second half we really contained him, and sure we gave up a lot of yards to Boogie Knight, but I wasn't entirely concerned with that. And I think overall our run game is really good, but we don't know anything about our passing game heading into conference play, which is a little bit concerning. I think Air Force kind of showed us that we weren't that good passing the ball, and I think today we showed we're really good at running the ball, especially with options. So we'll see if we can get more dynamic runs in, and see if we can try and figure out a way to get the passing game going, even though it did not need to get going today. As we have a few recruits that are now ready to visit. Hunter Andrew Brooks is probably the biggest one because recruiting specialists in this game is very annoying. Also, Byron Vaughn's won NCAA Defensive Player of the Week, which was fun to see, as he did really well in this game. We'll have to see if he can continue his hot streak, as Fred Campbell and his offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator Ephraim Banda, and Anthony Tucker get upgrades. We're still trying to, go up tempo, still trying to keep teams a little bit off balance or in the same formation, which I think is a lot of the reason why the run worked today, is because we kept them in the same formation, so they couldn't change to a more run defense group. As now start scheduling visits week 7 for Boise, it looks like it's going to be the week that we're going to start scheduling. I generally schedule almost all of my visits in the same week. This actually looks like we're going to do Hawaii in week 10, so that'll be the main week that we do visits. I just like to do it generally in one thing. It also helps me for late season recruiting. Putting everything in there really works out. In our next game, as we all know, will be against number 16 Utah, the defending Rose Bowl champions. Well, in real life anyway, defending Pac-12 champions, both in real life and in the game, are going to be tough. Obviously, they surprisingly lost in week 1, so we'll see if we can deal with Cam Rising in this passing attack and their physical play. It's going to be really tough, I think, to run on this team. But I think that's what the expectation is heading into Utah. We gotta beat them. They're our rival. But that will be all for this episode. Thank you all for watching. My name is Elzian the Great. I will see you all next time.